Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to another full week of 50K training. This week is thankfully a cutback week, which is so good because I've been feeling a little run down recently. So we're going to pull back on our runs this week, but I still thought it would be fun to take you along with me as I go throughout the week. And instead of focusing exclusively on my runs, maybe spend some time talking about different aspects of recovery, from cross training to prehab and mobility, sleep, nutrition, hydration, all of that stuff. Like I said, it is Tuesday. I'm feeling slow this Tuesday. It is like a wonderful, chilly and gloomy day, which I love, but it's not inspiring me to get out there. Last week was a big week for me. I ran 14 miles on the trails, which was the longest I ever run and also definitely the hardest long run of this training block so far because it was like 90% humidity and I was just hammering the downhills. And then Sunday I just did an hour on the treadmill. And yesterday, Monday, I took off from running because my legs were super sore and I just went to hot yoga. Nothing too intense. My heart rate didn't really get up, but I just wanted to stretch out because my body was feeling sore all over. So that was very much needed. So this is the running fit for today. I wish I had like brand names or a cute fit, but this is just my generic outfit. We have airy socks, just like cotton socks. I got these shorts from Target, I think like 4 years ago. This I'm pretty sure I got from Goodwill. Or a hand-me-down from a cousin or something. Airy sports bra. I'm an Airy believer. I love this sports bra so much. And just like a random little hat thing here and scrunchie and Fitbit. Not really on my stylish outfit game today, but you gotta do what you gotta do. We're going out for an easy zone 2 run. No prescribed mileage, though. Gonna aim for 3 to 5, at like 2.5 right now. Just enjoying the day. My legs are tired, but I'm really glad I got out here. Feeling pretty good. I normally don't take gels when I'm running like 5 miles since I'm not out there for that long, but I was really hungry, so I just had like half of my birthday cake gel. My case of emergencies gel I keep in my water bottle for times like these. So I have my smoothie and I have to log into work, but I thought I would talk a little bit about what I consider one of the most important determinants of recovery, which is food and fueling and nutrition. Like you saw this morning, I was feeling super flat on my run, so I took half a gel, even though it was only 5 miles, and it allowed me to complete my full mileage, when honestly, if I hadn't had that gel, I probably would have called it quits at around 4 miles. So fueling during your runs and before and after are really important, and this is something I am very much learning and practicing. So the way I approach food and nutrition is that I'm vegan, obviously, so all of my choices are within that framework. I try to prioritize getting enough protein and carbs. I do loosely track what I eat using the app Macro Factor, which I really enjoy. What's good about Macro Factor is that you can input what you're eating and it will tell you what nutrients you're getting, how your macros are looking, but if you go over the like calorie limit it gives you or whatever, it doesn't flash red and say like, oh no, you've gone over your limit, you failed. It's very neutral in that way. So I'm regularly eating over what it says my estimated calories are because I'm expending so much with working out, and it's totally fine with that. It just like recalculates what it thinks my caloric needs are based on what I'm inputting. I have a smoothie for breakfast almost every single morning because I like to have a liquid breakfast so I can sip on it throughout the morning instead of eating something and then immediately wanting to eat more. And I'm also on the go, so I can bring it with me to drive to work or commuting or whatever else I need to do. It's very portable. And because I can just throw in protein powder, frozen banana, frozen fruit, soy milk, I can get my protein in, I can get my fruit in, and if I have spinach on hand, I can throw that in too. So even if I eat like pretzels the rest of the day, at least I know I've gotten protein, fruit, and vegetables in, so it sets my day up for a good start.
Is using a video ad to encourage their...
So this looks a little bit of a mess right now, but this is my lunch, barbecue tofu, rice, and green beans. And I got this from work, so I didn't even have to prepare it. Obviously, we need the post-lunch pre-manager check-in cereal bowl. So as most of you know, if you've been watching me for a minute, I am not anything close to a cook, like literally ever. So for dinner, we're fending for ourselves because my girlfriend's out to dinner with her friends. So we are just having some of this Trader Joe's fried rice, and I am air frying up some like little, they're also from Trader Joe's. I forget what they're called. They're like soy-based orange chicken veggie, I don't really know. Oh yeah, so these Trader Joe's chickenless mandarin orange morsels. Not the healthiest, but you know, whatever. We gotta do what we gotta do. And before this, I also had some crackers and a protein shake as a snack because I am like ravenous today and tired, and I think it's because I'm gonna get my period next week. So we're eating good. Good morning, everyone. It's 8:15. We're walking to the office. I have my smoothie. I'm in a grumpy mood today. We just got off work. I have my gym bag in my car. I have all my clothes. But I just so like, I've been exhausted all day. I just do not want to move. So I have decided we're taking today as a full rest day because I'm PMSy and annoyed and really tired. So coincidentally, in this vlog about recovery and rest, I'm taking an unplanned rest day because if I tried to do anything today, I would just resent it and probably stop halfway through and feel worse. So I'm just tired. I'm just gonna go get some snacks from Whole Foods because I have some friends coming over for a little craft and movie night tonight and spend the next 2 hours just like laying on my couch.
Probably that other girl with the black eyes.
It's later in the evening. My friends just left after a couple hours of making jewelry and watching Love Island and eating snacks on the couch. And honestly, eating like 5 pounds of chips and just hanging out and talking with friends was exactly what I needed. I have no regrets about skipping my workout today because I know that when I wake up tomorrow, I'm gonna feel so much better and so much more energized and ready to go. So it's important to take breaks. Good morning, everyone. I woke up at like 4:30 for no reason. No reason at all. So we're here journaling. I have my yerba mate, and because I'm working from home today, I literally don't have anything to do for at least 3 hours. So I'm wondering if I just want to go to the trail today, either to knock out my long run a day early or just do like a chill 5 miles on the trail. You know you're a trail runner when you just wear the most insane variety of patterns known to man. Darn tough socks, my airy shorts that I wear constantly. I just have a random race shirt I got from the one I always wear, the one from my race in Madrid. This amazing jacket. It's actually kind of chilly. So I got this jacket from the Grand Canyon when I went hiking there in April, and I love it so much. I definitely will not be running in it, but like it's so nice and warm to have like on the way in the car. And then my headband, of course. So per usual, for breakfast we had one of these and the Breakfast of Champions, which is Special K in a Moomin mug. Gonna eat this in the car. Honestly, I haven't decided if I'm gonna do 5 or 10 miles today. I guess we'll get to 5 miles and see how I feel if I want to keep going. So just in case I do end up going farther, I just got a couple gels and some applesauce to fuel, and this on my way home if I'm hungry. I definitely will not take all of these, I don't think, but I don't know. I also don't know how I feel about liquid IV. Like, I don't love the taste. There's really not a lot of carbs. Like, it's good on sodium, but it tastes pretty salty. I honestly dislike Gatorade Zero packets, even though those don't have carbs either. So I don't know. Anyone has good like electrolyte mixes, let me know, because liquid IV is really not doing it for me taste wise. And I wish I could go back to the the trail I did my long run at last weekend, because that was so fun and had so much vert and was great practice. But I'm scared to go to that one on a weekday so early when it's still kind of dark and it's going to be pretty cloudy. Like, I just don't know how populated it is, so I don't feel super safe. And I know that the one I'm going to that's pretty flat will have a lot of people walking around, which is a bummer. Can't run a race if you're dead or kidnapped. Okay, I'm at the trail and it is so dark. So even though the sun's supposed to have risen, it's so dark and cloudy. But there's a ton of people around, which is nice. So I made the right call, even though I do kind of miss having some climbing practice and descending practice today, but that'll be fine. We shall live. I'm bringing a gel or two with me. Don't know how long we're gonna go, but we'll see. We are 2.5 miles in. It is so nice and cloudy and slightly misting. I'm feeling really good, so I'm gonna take my first gel, which you can't see. It's the just goo birthday cake, my favorite. We are 5 miles in. I'm feeling great. Headed back to the trailhead for a bathroom break, but about to take my second gel, little goo. This one is Campfire S'mores, which, if I recall correctly, was like a super weird smoky flavor, which makes sense. I don't think I liked it though. Wow. Honestly, one of the best parts of trail running, or just training for this in general, is the amount of time it's forcing me to be in nature, or like forcing me to prioritize being in nature. Because I love it, especially in the morning, and it's just so peaceful. And I'm so glad I can spend like hours out here every week. That felt really good. I'm feeling so happy. I'm glad that I feel like I'm actually getting faster on trails, which is so nice after feeling like it's been weeks of like just plodding along. But I think the cool weather and taking a rest day yesterday helped a lot. So I'm super happy to have gotten my long run done for the week. And I'm so glad that it is a cutback week and I can consider 10 miles to be like, oh yeah, like that's fine. I can go about the rest of my day. I don't have to like, it's not a big production, you know? And I got 5 hours of sleep last night because I woke up at 4 for some reason. So, you know, I'm pretty happy. It is the late hour of 9 p.m. and I'm settling into bed. Sleep is, I haven't talked about it yet, but sleep is maybe the most important factor when it comes to recovery, especially after a long run like today when I didn't have good sleep the night before. This month, I've been making an intentional effort to get more sleep than previously. The past couple months, I've been averaging like 7 hours of sleep a night, which is fine. Not ideal, but fine. But this past month, I've been averaging like 7 hours and 40 minutes or something like that, which is not a crazy increase, but it's significant, you know, with someone who has a busy schedule and everything like that. And I track my sleep on my Fitbit, which I wear to bed, which is kind of inconvenient sometimes, but really helpful. For me, the number one way I get more sleep is straight up just going to bed earlier. Both of us get up, my girlfriend and I get up pretty early. She gets up really early for work. And honestly, we're like an in bed by 9 household. I set an alarm on my phone to start winding down at 9:15 p.m. So then I know, like, okay, let's wash our face, let's get in bed, let's start a routine. Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. It is 8:30 a.m. and we are taking a nice little walk today. I am pleased to report that last night I very much was able to catch up on my night of shortened sleep. I got 8 hours and 17 minutes, so we love that, feeling well rested. I'm still feeling tired and irritable, not in the best mood. So today is gonna be a chill cross-training day. I ran like a half mile to a park, and I'm just walking up and down a big hill in the park just to get a morning walk in, boost my mood before I work. And then at lunch, I'm going to take a hot yoga class, which I really enjoy. Another important aspect of recovery that I haven't touched on yet is keeping yourself healthy and strong and not injured, and that means cross-training and strength training in particular. As I have talked about in literally every episode of this 50K journey, aspirationally, I'd love to be doing a hot yoga class and 2 lift sessions per week on top of my running. However, that has proven to be so unrealistic. I think I've managed to do that maybe once. Generally, I average 1 hot yoga class and 1 lift per week, which I think is fine. I'm like still maintaining muscle, and I really like how hot yoga keeps me stretchy. And I also try to do some prehab exercises. Hey everyone, future Kara popping in because I realized I did not film an outro to this video. I just got my nails done, thank God, because they were looking a wreck this whole week. So I didn't film a ton this week, and I still have 2 runs to do tomorrow and Sunday, but I won't be filming those just because I'll be out of town visiting some friends. So it'll just be a little too much to film. But overall, I wanted to say the moral of the story for this week is that it was a cutback week, which was very much needed, and it is good to prioritize rest when you're training for a big goal, because like I said, the goal is to have a sustainable build and not burn yourself out with 2 months to go and then not even make it to the starting line. It's better to show up slightly undertrained than injured and burnt out. That is how I view things, and that's just the way I live. See you guys next week. Bye.